Hello world. Today I'm going to continue work on the wheel on the subscribers request video. I couldn't finish it last time. It took longer than I expected, and today we're going to continue work on it. I'm going to continue work on it. Okay. In general, wheel looks complete, I think. We just have to fix a little issues which I cannot even find. Okay, we have some weird geometry right here, and it's not only weird, it doesn't match original. Right here, look how it is on original, how it's done here. Okay, let's turn off temporarily subdivision surface, and let's try to make it close to the reference. There are, I think, way too many very thin bevels. To me, it's problematic. It's difficult to control when geometry looks like this, with a lot of very thin bevels applied to it. See, I can see it only with extreme close-ups. These kind of bevels, well, personally to me, it's difficult to work. Make work difficult, so I get rid of them temporarily. And now connect these 2 points. Okay. Let's make shade flat. Maybe different mode. I have to apologize for my, maybe you can hear the fan of the computer. It's a little bit too loud. I have a really old computer, and it's kinda standing close to me. I tried to move it away as far as I could, but There is a lot of noise. Maybe I'll try to turn it slightly. Okay. I don't think it's much better, but I gotta figure out how to get rid of that fan noise from a computer. I have to comment what I do at the same time while I'm working, but it's kind of complicated to me, not easy. I always don't know what to say most of the time. Probably I'm just going to tell you what I did this weekend. I was working on my car in the garage. I was trying to fix it. It gave me so many problems lately. My vehicle, my personal vehicle. And on Saturday I spent so much time. I went to bed 5 o'clock in the morning, and I came home from garage and 4:40 a.m. I think 4 o'clock in the morning, 40 minutes past 4. Is that correct to say? Okay. We kind of fixed this area. Let's try to look at the results. By this I mean let's make shade smooth, and let's turn on the subdivision surface modifier. Look, now the wheel look much closer to the reference. It still doesn't match perfectly, but I don't think it's that kind of detail is going to be that much visible. Alright, what is next step? I think next step we have a kind of sharp edge right here, and we have a relatively smooth transition here. By the way, as I were be able to figure out how to make mouse movements visible, so I can show you like this which area about what area I'm talking about right now. I think it's a good thing for visual tutorials. Okay, you see how this edge goes sharp, this shape, and this is relatively smooth. If we turn on one more time the subdivision, you can see it's smooth. Yeah, it's probably part not that visible and only gonna be visible for, I think, even for creators of the car. It's not gonna be as visible, but still I feel I have to fix it. And again, the bevel edges are way too thin, but there is not much I can do. Okay, we can just add loop here. Okay. Yes. I think it's good enough. Again, keep in mind that you have limited time. You cannot work on this endlessly. And again, if the part is small enough and insignificant and not going to be visible on the renders, just don't waste too much time on it. Maybe do not waste any time at all, because time is a very valuable thing. This is the only thing you cannot really buy. Even if you are extremely rich, you cannot buy back even 1 minute of your time which was wasted. So be careful. Okay. Let's turn on again the shade smooth. And turn on subdivision surface modifier. Well, I don't think that there are much areas left to fix. In general, it does look close to the reference, and only maybe this thing. This thing we gotta figure it out. It's not so that it doesn't match the reference. So let's work on it. First of all, I would just get rid of this cap altogether. I think it's a smaller parts, much easier to model different way. I think just delete all of them all together, and maybe just duplicate this edge and separate it from this geometry by pressing B. I have to make screencast types bigger, I think, to make it visible. Yeah. Now from this object we're going to try to make this one. First we do the general shape. We make how this thing looks in general. So just give it let's add point on this edge too. Okay. Maybe we have to add some edge here also. Okay, general shaping is, I think, is complete. Let's work on the logo, or maybe not the logo yet. Maybe. Let's make this object solid. What I'm saying, let's make it. To say that this not zero thickness. That's what I'm trying to say. This is solid object. See, now it has thickness. Before it was like this. And if you have object with zero thickness, you cannot apply Boolean modifier. Maybe later we're gonna have to use it, or actually maybe even right now. Okay, let's count how many those things it has on a, I don't know the English word for it. Okay, you can see my mouse movements, so you're gonna understand what I mean. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, 13, 14, 15. 15, that's weird. Okay, if it's 15, then we have to add, I think, just a cylinder. Okay, it's a little bit too much edges. I think 16 should be enough for that kind of small detail. Let's scale it down. Let's turn it. And screencast keys doesn't almost invisible. Let's change its color. Now maybe slightly change the scale. Okay. We actually don't need entire object, we need just one face. So we can get rid of this. and we can make it a solid geometry with solidify modifier. Okay, I think it needs normal flit. Okay. And we need 15 of these, and we need them like in a circle shape, arranged in a circle shape. For that, as we need, I think, circle. Let's turn it. Let's create. Let's apply array modifier. Okay. I have to apologize. I'm not using this technique a lot, so I might struggle a little bit with it. So. Okay. Okay. And we counted 15 of them. Now we have to change distance to make distance similar. To make it more precise, not too much. This will do it, I think. Now for this object we're going to create boolean and okay, let's temporarily hide it, our boolean object. Well, we have it, but we have issues with the smooth shade doesn't work properly. In order to fix it, we have to maybe it's gonna work, maybe it's not, I don't know. Let's try to use edge split. Okay, it did work. Right, and at this stage we still can edit the object, you know, because now I need to add this radius here, and here it's the edge is became sharp because I used the edge split modifier, and in order to fix it we just have to add points just by subdividing edge. And now we have several points here. I don't know if you see it or not. And just move like this. Yeah, we have a radius. Here it looks sharp, so we can leave it as it is, I think. And that's it. This thing is oh yeah, the entire car opened, and blueprints boxes opened. Okay, and we have to hide temporarily the Boolean object. Okay, now we see the problem with this, but it's easy to fix just by moving one point here. That's it. Okay, and now the logo. The logo. Okay, let's add just a plane. Subdivide it. Turn these two polygons 90 degree. Move it all. And just scale it. Okay. And then now let's mirror it in the y-axis. Okay. I don't have a blueprint of the logo. Well, I can find it online, but I feel lazy to. I think I can, and it's a small enough part, and from far away they're not going to be that much of a close-ups, I hope. Close-up views, so I'm just going to use this technique, modeling it as a not 3D modeler, but as a sculpture. Sculptors, artists, they don't use blueprints, they just do it on a clay model by viewing the objective of modeling. So by watching it, by looking at it, that's how sculptures work, and that's how I prefer to work. Especially if this is not for production, it's just for render. I think it's close enough. Okay, and they are apparently slightly turned. Okay, let's add solidify modifier. Now it has thickness, but I think it's slightly rounded, so we have to make it look like this. well, if we use subdivision surface now, it's not gonna look good. Let's make shade smooth. It doesn't look close to the logo. We can add the all edges manually, which is more optimized, but if you're saving time and trying to work fast, you can use the another modifier, the automatic bevel modifier, but also you have to put it over the surface subdivision surface modifier. You have to move it up like this. And now let's turn off the subdivision modifier temporarily, and it's not visible here. It did apply it, but because the bevel is too small, we have to scale it even smaller. We have to make it even smaller, the bevel, even 0.1. Well, it's 1 centimeter bevel. Let's make it 1 millimeter. 0.001. Okay, you see what did change? 1 millimeter maybe. Let's make it 2 millimeters. Okay. We turn on the subdivision. It's for that kind of small part, I think it's good enough. Again, everything is in one layer, and when I unhide all, everything is become visible. Okay. Well, it's not 100% similar, but it's look close enough, I think. Let's apply material, chrome material. Let's make a chrome material here. Smooth all the way to the metallic, and roughness put 0. Now we have chrome. Okay. Also, the visible part is a W Motors text on it. We can try to create 1, 2. Okay, this circle is responsible for array of Boolean object, which is making this geometry, so we should not touch it. It has to stay where it is. Okay, what's gonna happen if I move it? Nothing. Okay, if you move it here, you see what's happening? The all cuts are disappearing. So you really, it's because those invisible Boolean parts, they are moving. So let's return it back where it was. Okay, and I think this one is deeper. Let's move it here. Okay. Yes. Not too much. Okay. Let's make a text. W motors. For that we add in text. It's way too big. Let's turn it this. Let's change it to by pressing tab. You can change it to whatever you want. W motors. Okay, but font is different. We can actually change the font. The font right here. Okay, I have fonts on my C Windows fonts folder, but I don't have previews. I cannot see. Okay, I can. Yeah, now I can see. And I can see which one is close to the text on the wheel. So well, I don't want to waste too much time looking for it. It doesn't have to match exactly, so I'm just going to use one of my favorite fonts. But I like it. I use it everywhere in my personal project. It's a Anita semi-square font, and I even think it's close enough to this one, because it's all squares. You can make it bold. Oh no, actually no, it doesn't work, because on the wheel it's slightly bolder. Well, we can try to change it later. For now, what we need it optimized, because it's way too many polygons right here. We don't need that much polygons, especially in that kind of small geometry. So to change it, we have to change a resolution preview. See? If you see my mouse movement, you see where it is. Let's change it all the way down. You see what's happening? There are radiuses, but we can keep them relatively small. This, I think, should be enough. Yeah. Okay, let's keep it like this. Also make it small. Move it. And let's add circle, curve circle, rotate it, scale it. This one is going to be responsible for curvature of the text, W motors. Okay. Let's add curve modifier, and I hope it's gonna work. it did work, but in a weird way. Probably because the axis doesn't match the circle, curve circle and text. We have to change something. If we're trying to rotate it here 90 degree, no, it didn't work. Okay, it did work. Probably we have to move it. Yes. But why it is other way around? Well, we can change it just by turning it. Oh no, it's upside down. Since there is no win with it, let's try to cheat it like this. No. Okay, finally I got a little bit closer. Now I have to move it. Okay. Moving to its position is going to be tricky. Very tricky. Actually, yes. We're almost there, but I don't really like how the text stretching when it's getting closer to circle. It's stretching weird way. Maybe just scale it down. No, it's too small. It is too small. It's still stretching. Okay, we're close enough, but it wasn't easy, I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you that wasn't easy at all. Yeah, you can always, of course, texture it, but it's another set of problems, and I prefer just to make geometry. Okay. Basically, it's done. What is left, just unite all these separate pieces into one. So for that, we just have to re-duplicate it without linked checked on, and okay, let's duplicate it and rotate it 72 degree. Let's duplicate it one more time and move it 72 degree and repeat this thing 5 times. Okay, now because linked box wasn't checked when I duplicated, I can select all geometry pieces, press Ctrl and G, and now we have one object, but it doesn't let's say, oh, I forgot about mirror. Okay, mirror has to be applied on this geometry too. Okay, now it's all one geometry. Oh my god, what is going on? Why here's 3 edges? Okay, let's get rid of them quickly. Because I didn't see them when the object were linked, and I was at that point I would be able to get rid of them in one shot. Now I have to repeat this thing 5 times. This kind of mistakes happening constantly. You have to pay very close attention to avoid them. Okay, now it's a single piece of geometry, but it has seams in it, and in order to get rid of them, we have to select all geometry, and also I have to be careful because there are some edges are very close to each other, and when we try to use merge vertices by distance, you have to, okay, it's already real small amount. The merge distance is 0.1 millimeter. It's a 0.0001 meter, and it should not merge this, because in this bevels the distance clearly bigger than this 0.1 millimeter distance. Let's check. Oh, it didn't work properly at some areas. Some areas weren't close enough to each other, and yeah, we're gonna have to get through it manually, I think. Here is all matching or not. No, here I think it's clear. Why it is like this here? You see, these pieces are separated. We can merge them manually by selecting both points and typing Alt M, merge, and at this point we need them merge at the center. Alt M, merge at the center, and we are gonna have to repeat it all the way on all sides of the wheel. Here too, these edges are way too close, but I don't feel like it's need to be fixed or merged, remodeled. Just avoid it. Again, do not waste too much time. Time is extremely valuable thing. Oh, I accidentally pressed different button. Did it help? It's gonna be visible when you apply subdivision surface modifier. Oh, it's full of issues. Alright, let's try to fix it. It's not here. Oh, okay, here. Again, this is tedious process, but sometimes you just cannot avoid things like that. But after a while, after you gain skills, right now I'm fixing not my wheel. As it's a subscriber's request. He asked me to do it, or to show him the way I would do it, and that's why I'm doing it. I mean, like later on you will be able to avoid this kind of mistakes, and on the first shot you will be able to model really precise, really very well done geometry, very clean geometry. So it's just a matter of time spent on learning. Okay. What is left? This and this. I can detach 1/5 of the piece and reduplicate it, and later try to merge all vertices, but I think this one would be faster personally to me, or maybe that other way. It's demanding work anyway. You cannot really avoid it. It's not gonna do it by itself. But some things I saw on internet about artificial intelligence, the way it does work, it's crazy. Soon, probably soon enough, artificial intelligence is going to do 3D models much better than human, because the way it does achieve artificial intelligence achieve its task given to it, it's so creative and unexpected and extremely well done. Sometimes you feel like it's impossible to do it the way it's like there is a task given to artificial intelligence and you think it's impossible, there is no way it's gonna complete that task, like it's just impossible. There is a trick within a task, like and it's still achieving it using very creative ways to do it. There is a channel on YouTube, I hope, if I'm not mistaken, it's called 2 Minute Paper. There is a lot of material about artificial intelligence, and some of the things AI does is just shocking to me. I wish I had a mind like that, very quick and creative, and never does mistakes. Okay, I think we completed fixing it, modeling it. There is one little thing very invisible, almost invisible. If we try to do it now, oh, it's not gonna be good. Maybe, I don't know. But let's try it anyway. Okay. What I meant, it was here. Oh, it's not rounded too. It has to be fixed. Okay, but we know how to do it now. Just select on the circle and press Shift Alt S and move mouse to the side. Select second circle, Shift Alt S and move mouse to the side. And we have to do the same thing to all edges. Yes. Okay, now it's closer to the circle. Maybe just On reference, the logo turned like this also. So well, basically, yeah, that's the way I would done it. Okay, here's, I left some poor areas did not finished. Yeah, some points weren't merged. Maybe that other way I was talking about would be faster and more precise. At least I wouldn't leave these points. These points didn't merge. Okay. Well, okay. I think for today the tutorial, the subscribers request episode 4 is complete. So if you like it, like it. If you don't like it, you can always leave a mean comment in the comment section below. Till next time, bye bye.